Hi, my diamonds. I've decided to call you guys diamonds because it's priceless beauty. Diamonds are priceless. You're diamonds. Everybody's diamonds to me. So I am decided two things. One, today is a Peg Bundy kind of a day. And those of you who don't know that reference probably don't need to be watching my channel. No, I'm just kidding. You're probably way too young. Yeah, she loved her leopard. And I thought, you know what? The second thing I discovered is I'm also a little Mrs. Roper. Another reference you guys wouldn't get. Mrs. Roper was fantastic though. She would walk around all day in her, well, we call them muumuus, but really they were caftans, I guess is what they call them these days. But in these, long silk and satin robes, and she would drink her martinis all day in her fluffy heels, and she would just live life. Really who I aspired to be most of my life, but I decided that I like getting ready in robes and then dressing for the day. So that's kind of what I've always done anyways. I just never filmed it before. But so what I do, I ordered a bunch of robes. So that's going to be my shtick. I'll get ready in robes because I love them. So that's my new jam. Probably more information than you were ready to hear or needed to hear. Just an overshare. You're welcome. Yeah. So today, what the video is really about is I am testing out E.L.F's Soft Glam. Oh, I just had it. Where'd it go? Hi, I'm new. I'm trying out the E.L.F's Soft Glam Satin Foundation. So this is what it is, and I'm getting ready to try this out. So if you want to see how this wears and just, again, hear me blab about nothing, stay tuned. All right, diamonds, let's get into it. Okay, so today I am reviewing the E.L.F. I have the E.L.F. Soft Glam Satin Foundation. So this is what I'm reviewing. Now, this is not new. I know I say that a lot, but this one was really this was a heavy hitter in 2024, really. But I just, like I said, I've always kind of been an OG since it came out anyways. It's like not that long ago. But the House Labs Foundation, we all know I love them. But I'm on the hunt to find something that's in a comparison, but also in a lighter price point. So far I found some really great things, but I'm going to be trying this one today. And so let's get into it. Let's get into what this is. So, got my little handy dandy notebook there, go. Okay, so this is medium buildable coverage, and it's called the Soft Glam Satin Foundation. It's clean beauty, so that means it's vegan, it's cruelty free. It falls into the clean beauty category. It comes in 36 shades. Across the board, it is $8 everywhere I've looked. So Ulta, Walmart, Target, all the places. So it's $8. So I mean, hello. Even if it's not comparable and it's just a really good foundation, I still would keep it and put it in my rotation. So it's a long-lasting, hydrating liquid foundation that delivers just right, medium buildable coverage and a satin finish. It says a breathable formula, doesn't look or feel cakey. Non-comedogenic, again, won't clog pores. It says it's got a wide range for all skin tones. Yeah, so if it really just sounds like it's amazing. And I know that there's been a bajillion reviews on this out there about this foundation because they love it. And I don't know why. I'm not normally a bandwagon kind of girl, so I really just kind of wait it out and see. And when I'm ready to try something out, I'll try it. And then I'll give you my honest opinion from my point of view, how it wears on me, how it looks on me, blah, blah, blah. So what we do first, we all know I prime first because I was going to, maybe today I'll prime half and not prime the other. The last review I didn't prime at all, and it still wore really pretty. But I want to see for the people who really need primer, how it wears. I'm using the E.L.F. Power Grip Primer with the niacinamide. So I'm going to do half my face. Yep. Again, I want to see how it wears with both, and then we'll find out. I'm curious to do this myself. I've never done this before. I don't know why I act like I'm new to beauty, but I'm kind of discovering things all over again. Because when you get stuck in your ways, right, you just kind of get stuck in something you like and it works well, so you just keep doing it and doing it, but then you'll never change anything. And I like change, so it's been a long time since I've done anything with my hair in particular. And the other day I got a wild hair up my ass, and I was like, you know what? I want a platinum blonde streak in my hair. Now, the smart people in the world would have just gotten one little extension, just put it in there, clipped it in, glued it in, sewed it in, however. But I don't like the feeling of anything tugging on my hair, and after a while, it just starts to knot, or you gotta get it done. I wouldn't have done it. Not that I'm lazy, but I just don't like to continue to go do things all the time when it comes to hair, because I really like the value and the health of my hair. So I went and did this, and it's gonna get there eventually. If you know anything about hair, you know that jet black hair, it takes a while to lift. So now I've got this really pretty orange color going, coppery, but I go back in a few weeks and then it'll be platinum blonde, and I'm gonna get a cute little haircut, and that's it. I probably won't touch my hair for like years because that's just who I am. All right, so I'm gonna put this on the back of my hand and hope it matches. That's the big thing. You always hope it matches. I always talk a little bit though, because it just really just gives this time to dry down. So I'm using a brush. You can use a sponge. You can use whatever you want. So I'm just going to start on the side that doesn't have primer. Okay, right away, maybe not my shade. Or maybe, I don't know how the camera's picking it up, but looks a smidge dark. Maybe it'll oxidize and turn a little bit lighter though. And for those of you who don't know what oxidation is, just whenever the product hits oxygen and gets a minute to be in the oxygen, it could possibly turn a different color. And there's a lot of people out there going, that's not the full definition. That's just a short version of what happens. There's a whole thing behind it, but I'm not trying to give you all the science lesson today. First thing I can notice with the prime side versus the non-prime side, it like drags. Does that make sense? Like it's not as smooth going on as it would be without primer. So, but I used E.L.F on E.L.F, so I'm not sure if maybe you're not supposed to. It didn't say anything about don't wear it with primer, so we're learning together. This is really going to be about the wear test at the end of this. I always forget to tell you what dang time it is. Okay. Let me find my other phone. I have two phones. One that doesn't, it's 4:05 p.m. I have a really late night ahead of me though, because I've got a lot of stuff to do. I probably won't do a full 8-hour test, but I'll try and get as close as I can. All right, let me let it dry a little bit, and then I'm gonna probably put a little bit more on just to see how it wears. Okay, so I've let it dry for a few minutes. It doesn't really oxidize much. It pretty much stays the color that it is, but honestly, it's not that horrible. We'll find out when I go in the natural light. Yeah, so I'm just gonna put my concealer on and all my other stuff, my bronzer and contour and all that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I put the rest of my makeup on, and it's weird because in the mirror, like on camera, I think it's picking up my eye makeup like as in like a golden hue, but it's really, I put some pinks on today, but I don't know why it's not picking up that way, or maybe it is and I'm just tripping. Either way. I went ahead and finished up the rest of my face, and so far it doesn't feel like it's really heavy. It is a little like tacky at first. It's drying down, and the more it dries down, the more like soft matte it becomes. Obviously that's what they're meant to do, it's in the name. But yeah, so we'll see how it wears throughout the day, and then I'll check back with you. I'll do the day test, like the daylight test. So I'll do it in natural lighting, and then wear it throughout the day and check in with you. And I'm gonna try and make it to midnight. I'm kind of a night owl lately, so hopefully I can do it. But yeah, so I'll check in with you and let you know how it wears. So I'll talk to you soon. Hi, it is 10:40 p.m. I didn't make it till midnight, almost 11, so almost 7 hours, I guess. I am super tired. But this is the foundation. No retouches at all. I didn't powder or anything through the time. You know, we went out to eat. I've been working on editing and doing other things and running around for a little bit. But yeah, this is it. No retouches. You can see that it kind of settles my lines. It definitely has, you know, my smile lines and all that. It definitely has settled in those. So honestly though, I haven't retouched all day. I have no powdered or anything. And I don't really normally do that anyways, unless I'm like really greasy. But this is an absolutely beautiful foundation. I can definitely see why the hype was around this. And for $8, stop. This is an amazing, amazing foundation. And as you can see, I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not. It did oxidize, so it did lighten up on my skin and it kind of evened itself out naturally. So I love that. Yeah, no, it's honestly, it's an amazing foundation. And I definitely will reach for this. I have been really lucky lately with, you know, a few of them that I'll reach for. But $8, reaching for it a lot. Love this. I probably would use a little bit less on myself just because it went a little too matte for me. But again, I'm really picky when it comes to that matte, like luminous look. So quick sidebar, sorry about that. I forgot to add in that I did do half my face with primer, half without. And I absolutely really enjoyed the side that had primer on versus the side that did not. It just looked better at the end of the night. It laid better. It was just a better wear altogether with the primer. I understand if primer's not your jam. I just wanted to let you know my personal opinion. Without it, it showed a lot more of my texture. It showed a lot more of my, you know, all my life marks. But the side with primer laid a lot better and lasted longer. So that's my opinion on that. Do with that what you will. And I forgot to add this in, so I'll add it in now. Yeah, sorry, I got bubble wrap. Yeah, but that's it. I love the E.L.F. foundation. It's definitely a win for me. So I will put it on the list and keep pushing. But it's great for mature skin. It doesn't look too horrible. It's not too full coverage so you can still see my face. But it's also just pretty enough. And I love it. So I imagine this looks stunning on people with younger skin that have like that flawless skin. I'm not so sure about textures. I do think you can see my pores a little bit more. But again, I could always get a primer for that. But it's beautiful. I love it. Absolutely love it. So that's my final opinion on the E.L.F. Soft Glam Satin Foundation. It's a yes for me. Buy it. Love it. Even if you just added it, I can imagine this is amazing for bridals. Like brides, all that. So people to add this to your kit, don't be afraid to add an $8 foundation to your kit. Put it in there. Put it in the bag. Yeah, so I hope you have an amazing rest of your week. I love you all, and till the next video. P.S. I said I was going to do the video about my lashes next video, but I actually have that in the queue for next week. So look forward to that next Tuesday. That's when that video will be coming out. And it's just kind of the history of my lash business. So love you guys. Have an amazing week. Talk to you soon.